Hey everyone. So, what has worked for us on this homestead for deer protection? There hasn't been much except for this. What is this? So, this is our dual fence system, which has protected our garden from deer being in it completely. We haven't had a single issue of deer getting in the garden because of this. So, let's talk some more about it. Before we get started. I'm Aaron, Joy is behind the camera, and we're the Canny Couple. So, what this is we did like a cattle panel fencing type right here. At the bottom right now, we have like deer netting, it's what it's called. But on the other side, we have two whole sections of cattle panel.
And the reason why we had to do it in two sections is because we couldn't get fencing tall enough because it was 2020.
Right, and it was way expensive.
Well, we couldn't get it.
Right.
We couldn't find
We
it.
couldn't find. That's all we could find at the time. Yeah, but it did work okay. But what these are, the fence posts that are around them are the 10-foot tall ones, and then in between out through here, we do have a few like
6 feet. We
5 or
kind of
6
alternated.
Yeah, we put it up enough at the top, but like so, I'm about 6 foot tall. This right here is about 6 foot. That and over there is probably about 8 foot tall.
But it's dug out.
Right. Well, no, I mean if I
The
stood
fence itself,
right,
yeah.
if I stood right in front of it. So what it does is when deer come and look at this, what it's supposed to do is they know they can jump one, but they can't jump two that close together. So you can't have them more than what is like 4 to 6 feet. I think it's 4 feet apart in the inside is what we did, and might have been 3 in some areas for us, but
We had trees we were doing this around.
right. So we already had trees in the ground that we were trying to change, how we did this. But so they can't, if they did jump one, they would be stuck in this intersection, but they don't have enough oomph or run and go to get over the other one into the garden. And it has protected our garden. They have not got into it a single time in.
They've not even tried.
Not even tried in 3 years.
Since 2020. We put it up in 2020.
So this will be the 4th year.
This will be the 4th year.
This will be the 4th year. So we tried everything. Didn't work.
Everything they say to try.
Everything. None of it. No luck at all. So this is what we're doing now. Some of the improvements we got to do on it is this stupid netting is we're going to put chicken wire.
We're going to turn this into a chicken run.
Yep. And we're going to put the chicken wire in place of this stuff here, because what has happened, either we've got it against, we've cut it.
Weed eated it. It's been mostly
weed eated, and rabbits are bad about getting underneath it.
And the cat.
And the cat, yeah, the cat has definitely got into it there per se. Sorry, I was checking to make sure the baby wasn't eating a leaf. But this has been the only thing that we have truly found to have work. And I mean, we've got some fencing clips, but a lot of places you'll see we just zip tied.
We zip tied like the multiple pieces of fencing together,
Exactly.
but the fencing is attached to the fence,
Right,
with the clips.
Yep. So it is very sturdy and in place. And I'm gonna go down here in a second and show you, like from where I'm standing here, how deep down I am over there compared to it. So I think that has something to do with when they see, oh gosh, that's a massive drop,
It is.
per se, from that perspective. Okay, so you see down here, how deep down I am, compared to this. Like looking up, this makes it look so much taller. But, hey, deer looking at this, trying to come over, it's going to take a lot of work. And what we did is we did this all the way around the garden. So down there, one part is where we've got our extra little side garden. So
it's kind of where it stops.
So it's like a larger section there, but there's so much stuff into it that if they did get into it, it's going to take them, it's going to be harder to get in over top of this because it's a up one.
And we didn't do it on the front.
We didn't do it over here in this section, but it is about, I want to say probably about the same height as there, a little bit taller. They were coming over here, if you saw us maybe say last year sometime, and just eating over the top on our Jerusalem artichokes. But we've got trees out through here that we talked about before. These are part of a natural barrier that, we're working at the same time. But to keep them coming from the garden, we're going to run them along the fence line more as well.
Yeah, so it won't be right there. And
Right.
we'll also hope that will, help teach them to start bearing more fruit.
Right, and we do have some gooseberries inside
You can't
this
see
section.
them, it's very weedy.
I know it's very weedy at the moment, but just saying, there is some, bushes in here as well. But this has been the only thing, and I highly suggest this to anybody who's thinking about how to protect their garden from deer.
And it is foolproof. For the
It is.
most part, it was so easy to set up. Like, a lot of people have issues, and I know there's a lot of things. We've tried the spray,
We've tried
everything. But
mint,
if you have herds of deer like we do, it's
Yeah.
not 1 or 2. It can
No.
be 30.
and that's because of the apple trees up behind us up there. And just because of how many there are in the area at the moment, But it is definitely something that, if you're looking for a foolproof method to stop it, it's going to require some work. It's going to cost a little bit of money because you have to get these taller fence posts, which cost more than the 5 foot to 6 foot. And they've really went up in price compared to when we got them there before even. And then, you can always piece this together like we did.
If you can't find or if it's more cost effective. I mean, is it pretty and beautiful?
No.
No, but it works better than.
That's all we care about is preventing the deer from getting into our garden and eating.
Because they came in, and that year they ate, hundreds of squash blossoms?
Yep.
They ate them all. I had nothing.
Ate them all. We've had them where they've ate everything in the garden before or took them down. Will you stop chewing on that leaf?
Our little botanist.
Yes. Okay, but if you've got any questions, comments, anything you want to see in future episodes, you can leave those comments down, comments about this even, leave them down below or send them to thecannycouple@yahoo.com. Make sure to go over and check out our link tree, which has all of our other content. And I know a few people's been asking, so there is a P.O. box listed below now in the comment section as well. And
as always, thank you for joining us on the Canny Couple, where we work hard, live simple, and enjoy life, and apparently enjoy the leaves. Have a wonderful day.